Hi guys, I hope you've been enjoying watching the channel in the last week or so. I'm just getting started, and if you've been watching my Elite videos and haven't checked out the mini-series I did on double planets and binary stars, be sure to take a look at that. Today I'm starting a new series of videos in the galaxy of Elite Dangerous called Horizontal. Yes, it's a reference to the expansion called Horizons, but it's also a way of exploring different ways we can experience depth in fictional universes. There's been a lot of hype around the Thargoid storyline in Elite recently, but that's not why I started playing the game. I'd perhaps call that an example of vertical game development. It's linear to some extent, and if you don't like the way the story turns, you might find yourself at the bottom of a hole that doesn't go anywhere else. On the other hand, since I heard about Elite Dangerous, I was intrigued by the concept of a game that's a canvas for human imagination, a galaxy that we can all write our names on. In this series, I'm going to explore parts of the game world that I find give these opportunities for genuine discovery. I also hope to tell you about the brilliant people in the Elite community that have been doing that in the past 2 years. Speaking of which, it's been more than a year since Commander Felix Macedonia set off on a surface mapping expedition on the distant planet of Beagle 2. Now, he didn't complete that expedition, but without giving away too much, there's a link in the video description to his logbook. But it's stories like his that I think elevate Elite to more than a game. It becomes a sort of platform for imagination and community, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Now, one of the significances of the title of the series for me is that if you imagine a game that's horizontal rather than vertical, it suggests a level playing field that everybody can play together, and I definitely think a game that's been around and has been successful always has this challenge. How can we help new people or people that don't play as much play together and enjoy the game equally with people who invest a lot of time and effort and skill into getting to the top of the tree, if you like? And you'll definitely see in this series me making lots of noob errors, me umming and ahhing about just not knowing stuff that I'm sure you're so familiar with. But I hope that's part of the fun as well. I do think there's an element of being able to laugh at somebody else's error that I hope will make this an entertaining series for you as well. And please help me. If you see me doing anything that you know a better way of doing, just please put it in the comments and help me out, because I'm searching, I'm Googling, I'm reading the forums, but there's so much I don't know, and that's something I really enjoy about the game as well. And part of what there is to learn is the geography. So we start off today with me exploring this planet, and I was just making my way looking for elements to make engineer upgrades, and I came across this weird facility that I'd never seen before, an automated mining facility, and after checking it out in detail, I decided just to shoot it and see what happened, and it worked out fine. Going to find some zinc. That's the plan. Let's see if I can gravity brake. Nope. Let's go round again. Let's come round on the Terminator. I tend to have been landing on the light side, and looks like it's going to be an interesting one to fly through some canyons. We'll go into this canyon and then we can fly through and see the sunrise. So beautiful, it's so dark, you can see the Milky Way. Incredible brightness. If only that was ever visible that way. You'd have to have super eyes to see it like that. Let's see if we can find some zinc. It's one of the few elements I don't have enough of. Apparently, this is the moon to find it. What's this over here? These don't look like the... Oh wow, occupied escape pod. Holy cow. We better rescue this person. Is there more than one? I can't believe this. In some kind of accident. Occupied escape pod. Wow, we better... There's like 6 people in here. What? That is crazy. Right, time to recall the ship. Hope this isn't some kind of trap. They look a lot like coffins, I'll say that. Time to unload the human cargo. This is so crazy. So this NPC's flying over us. He's seen me pick up the occupied escape pods. So if he's got someone to tell about this, then I imagine he will. We'll see what happens when we try and get out of here. Okay, I think I've scooped everyone now. So, wonder where this bad guy's got to. Yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy. He's probably looking out for his buddies or something. That's the crash site. Alliance Defense Force. Vicious Lance. Just do a little scan on him and see if he's got anything to say. HIP 57112. Right next to this canyon. It's kind of beautiful place to drop down, but I guess they were unconscious in those things. Ooh, we've got quite a few dudes around now. Asp Explorer and a Cobra. So that's quite the hold then. 6 bodies and a stack of gold. You can see which one's worth more. Right, let's see where we can take these guys to then. I think because HIP 57112 Blue Allied Exchange are in charge of the system, I'm just going to take him to the closest station, which is this one here, Rosenberg Dock. Alright, let's see what Rosenberg Dock has to say about my hold full of bodies.
Request approved. Head directly to docking bay 15.
Good to Maya. Don't know what that is, but I'll have to try it out. 15? There we go. Well, I gotta say, I expected some way that I'd be able to rescue them or hand them in to authorities, but turns out they are just traded on the market as salvage for a very small amount of credits, so I sold them on the market. Don't judge me, please. Well, next episode I'm going to give you more details of the ways in which we're going to be looking at planetary surfaces and some ideas about planetary mapping. I had my first encounter with a white dwarf. I had no idea what I was doing. It was great. I hope you'll join me and keep exploring.